So, hi Alice. I thought it might be a really good idea to have a little interview to find out a little bit more about your work as a youth worker in Colwall and a bit about your background, and also a little bit more about Colwall Youth Project itself, which some people may not have heard of or may not know what it's all about. So, starting off, how long have you been a youth worker?
Well, hi everyone. I've been a youth worker for 6 years. My youth work career started at Pershore Riverside Youth Centre. I've since ran a disability inclusion club. I've worked in youth offending, advocacy for young people, crisis intervention, which is mental health and county lines, etc. And yeah.
Lots of different experience.
Lots.
And just before you came to Colwall, where were you working before?
So my previous role was with Young Gloucestershire. Young Gloucestershire is a big youth organisation that supports many, many young people. My role there was a substance misuse youth worker. So I managed my own caseload of young people and delivered substance misuse training in schools, to professionals, to other youth organisations, to parents and families. My role also entailed supporting in the running and organising of the Link, which is a drop-in centre for young people to come and get lots of support around lots of different things. I mean, there wasn't an issue you could have and it wouldn't be sorted at the Link.
Yeah, that sounds great. And why did you first want to become a youth worker? Why are you passionate about youth work?
I mean, I have many passions and sort of reasons behind my passion for youth work. But it's something that I've always been passionate about. And as a young person, I attended a youth club myself in my local area, and I loved every second of it. I quickly became a young leader and then developed my skills, further and further. Youth work also represents my personal values, being compassion, empathy, helping others, supporting others, empowering, being open, honest and relatable, and so much more. And I think these values, I inherited from my mum. I was involved in lots of stuff that my mum ran as a young person. From a really young age, I helped my mum with lots of things she was running, whether that was for the school or sporting events. We ran a big football academy called the Tiger Academy at Pershore Football Club. And that was for really young children. So from the ages of 5 to 13. So there was lots of different sort of activities going on there. And my mum's a social worker as well, and I think my passion just sort of stemmed from that, growing up watching mum. Something that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah. And what would you say are the greatest needs or challenges facing young people today?
Yeah, it is a big question, and I think there's lots of needs that young people have, and the needs that are priorities for young people are always changing, especially considering the current climate, and what's available to young people, what they feel is important to them, and the opportunities and boundaries they face. I also think it depends on age as well. I think there's, lots of, what's important to an 18-year-old is less important to a 13-year-old or a 10-year-old. But I think there are also core needs. And I think those are to feel safe, to feel like they belong, to have fun, to learn and to grow, to make memories and experience new things, and to be supported, listened to and understood.
Yeah, that's great. Can you describe who the Colwall Youth Project is for and what the vision is behind the project?
I can. So Colwall Youth Project is open to all comers aged between 10 and 18. We have a strong desire to create a sense of family in people, and create a space to belong. Yeah. Our objectives are to serve the community around us, specifically the young people themselves, family, friends, parents, carers, and the wider community. We strive to provide a safe space and environment for young people with an atmosphere of love, fun, security, vision, encouragement, care, training and belonging. The youth project was born out of these desires to serve the community and create a nurturing and safe place for people to thrive, and continues to do so.
Cool. And how can you see this project developing in the future?
Well, this is a big one for me. So for me and the great team of volunteers I've got that support the project, development for the project is key. For the future, I would like to support the church, the young people in the community in creating a building or a space for, a youth centre or a youth hub that will provide, a youth designed home for the project. To not only reflect the needs and desires of the young people, but also allow us to offer more to young people, families, and the wider community. My future aims for the project also include to offer additional open access youth sessions, provide specific mental health support, to have dedicated weekly life skills sessions for young people. So this could be money management, things like ironing, cooking, washing, etc. I would also like to offer more training for parents. I'd like to build better community links with the schools and the services for young people in Herefordshire. I would like to provide more outreach to, young people that might be classed as hard to reach. And I think, quite a big aim for me, because a large part of my last role, is to develop some training programs that we could run in schools or deliver to parents, school staff, and the young people around current issues relating to young people. So, for example, county lines, it's always important, and it's a bit of a funny area. People don't really know much about it, but, I delivered training in that before, and I'd love to develop something to be delivered across Herefordshire, rural Herefordshire.
Yeah, so quite a few aims for development.
Yes.
And what currently does the project offer for young people in Colwall, both sort of during lockdown and hopefully after lockdown ends at some point?
Okay, so we have loads going on. There's so much to do. So again, our project is open to all comers aged 10 to 18. Currently, we have a virtual youth work programme on offer that is delivered through Zoom. So this includes mindfulness sessions, lunchtime wellbeing drop-ins, educational support, one-to-one appointments, a weekly social distancing challenge, and open access sessions that we have loads of fun with on Friday evenings. So some of the activities that we've ran virtually in the open access session are charades, we have drawing competitions, we've done talent shows, we've made TikTok videos, we've done, science experiments. There's so much, and we just have lots of fun and games, and there's lots of laughter and craziness, and it's lovely. So for the sort of very near future, I am currently in the process of planning and preparing to run small group work sessions that will be ran face-to-face on our Silver Street site, for groups of 5 young people. And in these sessions, we will be offering, arts and crafts, games, mindfulness activities, music and theatre, and much more. We're also preparing to start a gardening project that will encompass a community garden that members of the public can help themselves to fruit and vegetables that the young people grow and have grown and have looked after. I'm hoping to, to bring lots of young people on board to really take ownership of that project, have lots of brightly coloured pots and grow some really lovely things. So we also have a summer activity programme that will be fully released to all our current and new members in the next few weeks. So parents will receive, letters via email from the sign-up sheets that young people complete when they first start. So in this programme, we will be running a mixture of face-to-face and virtual activities. So the activities will include cooking, such as cakes and pizza, arts and crafts, science experiments, sports activities, exercise classes such as boxing and Zumba. We've got so much going on, and that the programme was actually informed by young people. So it was all things that young people wanted to do, and we'll offer that out in the next sort of few weeks. And then after lockdown, we will be offering 2 weekly homework club sessions, and be holding an open access session on a Thursday evening for young people aged 10 to 13, and on a Friday for young people aged 13 to 18.
So what time on a Thursday, if we're thinking of the young lot?
So it will be 6 till 8, the same on a Friday for the older group. And the sessions are ran by myself. We're currently hiring for assistant youth workers, so the assistant youth workers are wonderful volunteers and are wonderful young volunteers. We're also hoping to arrange some amazing trips and residentials as soon as we can do in the current climate.
Yeah, I know you had lots of plans before kind of the COVID hit. It sounds really busy, sounds really exciting. And thinking about like the year 6, and I guess those children who are kind of transitioning out of primary school into secondary school and into this kind of youth category, what are your kind of plans for year 6? And
Okay, so for the current year 6s, I will be offering 2 Zoom sessions that will be ran across 2 weeks. So these sessions will include lots of fun virtual activities and information about Colwall Youth Project. The year 6s will also have the opportunity in these sessions to meet the young volunteers and ask any questions they may have. Our young volunteers are very friendly and they are open to all. So, I'm sure they can answer lots of questions. So this will be ran for 2 weeks with the aim to encourage the current year 6s to join our 10 to 13 group. So we'd also like to offer an activity pack to the current year 6s that will include information about the project as well as some fun bits for them. There will also be a survey monkey for parents to complete on what they would like to see at the youth group for their children. And if the current year 6s wish to join our youth group, they can request a form from me directly, or their parents or guardians can. They can also contact the church office to receive a sign-up form. Once they've received that sign-up form and sent it back, they will be members of the Colwall Youth Project, and will be offered small group work sessions like I mentioned, and places on a summer programme.
Ooh, and so if parents or kids had any questions, how do they get in touch?
Okay, so you can get in touch with me directly by email. So my email is youth@colwallcommunitychurch.com. Telephone, which is 07 925 275 769. Via our Facebook page, which is Alice Youth Work. Youth Work is one word on that. Or Instagram, and our name is Colwall Youth Project _.
Oh, thank you so much. Can I ask you a final question? What are you most looking forward to when lockdown ends?
Oh, there is so much I'm looking forward to when lockdown ends. I can't wait to get back in the office in full force, start planning some real fun trips and activities. Like you said before, unfortunately, a lot of those are cancelled because of the current climate. But I just want to be, back in Colwall, doing what I love, getting back to what I love. And the young people have also planned a big barbecue for when lockdown is over and we can all meet again all together. So that is something, we can all look forward to, but I'm definitely looking forward to that, just having everybody together in one place again.
Yeah, I can fully understand that. Thank you so much for your time, Alice.
It's okay.
And any further questions, get in touch. Okay.
Thank you.